One courtroom, 3 parents, 0 excuses left. When Judge Vonda B. revealed the truth, the screaming, crying, and chaos began. These 3 meltdowns will leave you absolutely speechless.
Is it Miss or Mrs. Campos?
Mrs.
Miss, okay. You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, I'm bringing my son to court to see if I can get some assistance for his son, my grandson, Julian. He's 6 years old. Juan and Julian's mom were together up until about 3 years ago.
Okay.
Had a good life, beautiful home. They were set. Then one day he comes to me. I've never talked to her since she left him. She abandoned him. She abandoned the whole family, including the grandson. So he comes and he says, look, she's gone and whatever. Okay, I just need some help with Julian because she left him too. Well, of course I'm gonna say yes, you know. At that time, it was just me and my husband. So Julian had his grandpa, he had me, and everything was fine. Well, last year, grandpa passed away.
I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. And things have gotten tougher because of that. So to the point where I came out of retirement, I'm Ubering when Julian's at school, and his life hasn't changed at all. He's still literally in the house that he was in when they were a family. And he doesn't visit, like, Julian's like detached from him because it's been 3 years that he'll come around.
I do see
you
him.
know.
I do see him.
And
I'll get to you shortly.
And
okay.
he
Sorry,
comes around, but I don't get any financial support. I don't see that his life has changed at all. And we had to move out of the house that me and my husband shared. And unfortunately, in this big city, the best place I could find is literally a 1-bedroom. So thank goodness Julian's small right now. He can sleep on the sofa without too much discomfort. I have the bedroom. And so when he comes over and visits, of course he can't stay because there's no place for him to stay. These are his words. He can't stay. And Julian he's just like some man that comes over because he comes over so rarely. What really ticked me off was a little bit back ago, he went and bought Julian some clothes. He also bought himself some clothes. But what my grandson had told me was that if he could have some shoes like Juan. And I said, what do you mean? He got you some new shoes? No, he said, we went to the mall, we got his clothes, his shoes, and then he stopped at Walmart on the way home and got Julian stuff. I guess because it's cheaper. I get it. I mean,
What starts as a grandmother asking for help quickly turns emotional inside Judge Vonda's courtroom. After the child's mother disappeared, she stepped in to raise her grandson herself. But after losing her husband, the financial pressure became too much to carry alone.
for Julian, he's getting Walmart from me, he's getting Walmart from him.
But Julian was with him.
He was literally with him, and he took him, and I thought they were gonna, you know, maybe things had changed with him, whatever.
If I could please explain, Your Honor.
You can,
Okay.
after your mother is done.
Okay, sorry, Mom.
And then since my husband's passing, I need to get medical insurance for him. You know, anytime, even to take him to the free clinic is not really free. I've still got to pay whatever the prescriptions are. And then the finances, you know, I mean, so I went and tried to get him some medical coverage, food stamps. Well, they tell me no, because with the Medicaid, they needed his information. They said that he's under child support. The mother has been paying the state child support all these years.
Okay, wait, so she's been paying child support to him?
Apparently so. I haven't seen one dime.
Okay. All right. And so Julian is under Medicaid.
I couldn't get him under Medicaid
Oh, you
because
couldn't get him
I
under-
couldn't. That's how I found out about the child support. When I asked him about it on that on the visit that he made to buy the clothes, he said that no, he doesn't get in it. He doesn't know where it's going to this and that. But I know Juan. There's that money. He knows what I'm talking about. You know, he knows he's getting it, but I'm not getting it.
Okay, so you just want one to pay child support, and you have the opportunity to get health insurance.
Well, according to them, yeah, health insurance, because I'm paying out of pocket these last 3 years, and I understood that they wouldn't even qualify him for Medicaid because, according to them, he's got medical coverage. But I don't know where that medical coverage is.
Under mom.
The mom or him or somebody's got him covered, but I don't have the information that I need to go take him to the doctor.
I understand. I follow you. Well, is there anything else you want me to know? Because there is some information I need, and you just don't have it, and hopefully Mr. Campos has it. Is there anything else you want me to know, or can I move over to him?
Yeah, I just want to know. I mean, like I tell you, he plays dumb, but I just can't believe that he's let me come out of pocket. You know, when Grandpa was around, it was easier. We could pay these things, but now it's serious that I can't even get him for a common cold.
The grandmother then reveals a shocking detail. The father has been receiving child support from the child's mother this entire time. While she struggled with food, rent, and medical costs, that money never reached the child. The judge immediately senses something deeper happening behind the scenes.
Without having to Uber almost 20, Uber doesn't pay anything and my pension doesn't take care of it.
Okay, so let's move over to Mr. Campos. I'm not gonna call you by your first name.
Okay.
Mr. Campos. Okay, so is it indeed a fact that you have been receiving child support from the mother of your son?
Yes, I have.
¿Ves?
Okay. And you didn't tell your mom?
No, I didn't feel the need to.
Okay, wait a minute. Is it true that your son, your 6-year-old, has been living with your mom for 3 years?
Off and on, not totally all 3 years, off and on. I do.
What do you mean by off and on? Like on the weekend when you pick him up, or when you pick him up and go
I'm a promoter for a club, so I do need help, and I thought that was the agreement to go ahead and help me when I'm out of town, and I'm not, as she says, I do have the house, but I'm really there, and I do need help. He can't stay by himself in a house that big at 6 years old. I don't know. I know I couldn't, but.
Okay. Well, you'd agree with me that help means that you need to give her something, right?
And I do pay the health care, the $150. I do pay that.
Oh, wait a minute. So that's the missing link here. So you pay health insurance for your son already?
Yes, I pay the $150.
Why didn't you tell your mother that? Why haven't you given her a health insurance card? Why haven't you given her anything? That's not fair.
It's not, but I paid for it. I thought that was all I needed to do from my side. I didn't realize I needed to tell my mom everything.
What do you mean? It's not serving Julian?
Wait a minute, Mr. Campos. Who takes him to the doctor?
Well, I haven't recently.
Okay,
when she helps me out.
It's fair to say that your mom probably does it, right?
Yes.
So wouldn't it logically follow that she needs an insurance card or the information?
Yes, and it's just that
So you're letting your mom take your son to the doctor, and they have to call you or something to verify his insurance? That just does not make any sense.
Your Honor, excuse me, they don't call him to verify. I didn't know this. Everything has come out of my pension or my Uber money, tips or whatever. I had no idea until I tried to file for these services that they said that Julian was getting child support. And I have told him, hey, I've got my son's phone number. I have told him, hey, this kid doesn't feel well, this is going on, that's going on. Even for a physical, for him to play the T-ball. And
so you're paying out right now. She's literally paying out of pocket, but your son is covered under health insurance.
Yes.
So your mom is not only taking care of your son's medical needs, she's taking care of his daily needs.
Mm-hmm.
Now the father tries defending himself, saying he pays health insurance and helps when he can. But the more he talks, the worse the situation starts looking. The judge grows frustrated after learning the grandmother was still paying medical expenses out of pocket.
And you don't want to help her?
I do want to help her, and I thought she had all the help she needed. When Papa passed away, he left quite a bit of money for her, and I thought,
Okay,
you know, it would help.
You just said keywords. He left quite a bit of money for her.
Yes.
Not for your son.
Yes.
Not for you.
Yes, and she keeps talking about going to Uber and such, but that's a pretty nice ring on her finger she has there. Don't know how many tips are
Your
needed.
dad got me years ago. This is not something I bought in the last 3 years.
Why does that matter?
Because she says she does Uber and such. I mean, if it's really that low,
Oh
wouldn't
my
she?
God, Mr. Compose. No.
Okay,
You
sorry, Your
obviously
Honor.
came here to waste my time. What kind of club promoter are you?
Well, I'm sure you've seen me around, probably.
No, I haven't. You don't look familiar at all, but you're looking real unfamiliar right now. I can't even tell this is your mother right now.
This is my mother. I love her dearly.
Well, I can't tell. You're not paying your mother. You're not helping your mother. She helped you. But I don't believe that she intended to help you for life. I don't believe she intended to raise your son. I mean, she raised you.
Yes.
She's a grandmother, for crying out loud.
Yes.
Your Honor, when my husband passed away, and since he lives alone in this big house, I told him we were gonna have to move to a one-bedroom apartment, or we could come stay with him. I'd have my private room, Julian have his private room, and he would have his private room.
So what's the deal with that? You're okay with your mother in this one bedroom. Why can't she stay in the big house?
Well,
Inconvenience, he said. It would be very inconvenient.
How big is this house? How many bedrooms we're talking?
Maybe 800 square feet most, maybe 2-bedroom, you know, half closet. It's not as big as
square
she's
feet.
saying. It's not as big as she's saying. It's
My apartment is 800 square
And
feet.
you're describing a room in the house that's 800 square feet?
I may have my math wrong a little bit. It's not that big as she's saying. It's really not.
How big is this house? How many
It's
bedrooms?
in the nice houses in Plano, so you can imagine. It's not I mean, it's a nice house.
Okay.
Because him and Julian's mom both do this promoting thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
they can
But
do
she
it
just
from
took
everywhere.
off.
So they're
I no longer see her.
She
I no
left.
longer see her.
But she was making good money, like he makes. I don't know to the penny what he makes, but they were living very, very comfortably. And but he started this since Julian was born, the free babysitting. That a grandmother that loves her kids shouldn't have to be paid and this and that. I never asked him for a dime. I didn't need to. But since becoming a widow, it's become critical.
Okay. All right. Mr. Compose, how much money do you make a year?
48,000.
Really?
The courtroom grows tense when the father starts criticizing his own mother's finances instead of taking responsibility. While she was forced to leave the family home after becoming a widow, he continued living comfortably. The judge quickly shuts down the excuses.
Yes.
You make $48,000 a year and you live in this big house in Plano
Well, then that's where all the
and
money.
club promoting?
That's where all the money goes to the house to make sure it's, you know, I have so many members
Plus
in
the
the
child
house.
support. They didn't give me the amount because I'm not on the case, right? But who knows how much she's paying?
How much do you receive in child support? Because if she makes that kind of money,
Just $1 grand, and that's in that 40.
Just a grand?
You know how much that would have
everybody
helped?
does not receive just a grand.
Yeah.
Everybody don't receive that.
Well, and that's why I paid for the 150.
You came here to waste my time. What is it? What is the amount? So you pay yourself $48,000. You pay yourself that, right?
No, it's from you know, from jobs that I try and.
How much is your rent, Mr. Compose, or do you pay a mortgage?
No, rent a month is about $1,500.
Okay, so $1,500 in rent. What's your other expenses look
Your
like?
Honor, he doesn't rent. They did a big, huge housewarming party. That is his home. Him and her bought that home. It's not a rent.
So you really are wasting my time.
I am renting it. I'm not sure where she's getting that from.
They had a huge, and you know, as families talk, and we're gonna try to pay off the house early, and we're gonna try to even upgrade, but they didn't stay together.
So wait a minute, you closed on this house.
Oh, yeah.
I may
Okay,
have
so you
fogged
own
up the
it.
details a little bit as you know, it was a heartbreaking, you know, I don't want to
So
go
it's a deed
into
in
it as
that
much
folder
as
over there you have a deed?
a deed.
Yeah.
Yes, I do, but it's
Okay,
just
so you own the, Ms. Compost, you own the home. Do
It's-
not come in here and waste my time.
the details have just been foggy since.
You've been getting over on your mother. That's not gonna work on me, okay? I was not born yesterday,
Okay.
all right? So let me tell you what we're going to do. We are going to have the child support that you received, that $1,000, we're gonna send it over to your mom.
Your Honor, if there's any way we can.
Yeah, hold on. I'm not finished. And I know you want to hear this.
Okay.
That's just mom's portion. You're going to pay too. So mom is going to be getting what? About, let's see, you said 40. Now I'm going to take your word for it. I'm going to take your word for it at that $48,000. All right?
Okay.
And you said $150 in health insurance?
Yes.
All right, so your gross comes out to $3,900. That brings your net to $3,280.28. And how many children do you have?
Just the one.
As the financial details come out, the father's story slowly falls apart. Questions about his income, house, and spending expose major contradictions. The judge carefully recalculates everything while making it clear responsibility can't be avoided anymore.
Just how many?
Just the one.
Just the one child?
Yes, just Julian.
All right. All right, so 20% of that brings your child support to $656. And that's giving you credit for the health insurance. So you have to continue paying that health insurance of $150. Child support to grandma is going to be $656, as well as the reallocation of the $1,000 that you received from mom going to grandmother. So grandmother's amount in child support monthly is $1,656, which $656 belongs to you. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Grandma, did you understand what I said?
I did understand. He's the only one thinking that I'm a fool. Now I understand why he didn't tell me about that medical coverage, because he would have known that I knew enough. I retired from the state. He knew that I would have known enough. Well, if you've got insurance, the card's probably got the mom's name under, whoever it comes under for Julian. And I would have put 2 and 2 together and figured there's some child support following that too. But I just didn't think that he would sink that low. But I again didn't think he'd be taking Julian to Walmart after he goes mall shopping either.
Yeah, and what's that about, real quick?
Well, he's 6 years old. If I get him some 11s, he's gonna mess him up in a day or so.
Okay, I said real quick. That was too long. That doesn't even make sense what you just said.
Okay.
You can wear 11s, but your son can't. Shame on you. Do better, Mr. Compost.
Yes,
You know, I just noticed, I asked him for a confirmation necklace because Julian is fixing to make his first Holy Communion, and he's got that big, huge thing. I bet you it's not even fake, that necklace. And he said, oh, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't afford it. I can't, you know. And I knew that his mortgage was not $500, because I thought, well, then I should move to Plano to the big houses, because apparently they're giving them away over there. But with that money that you're saying that we're eligible for, we wouldn't have had to sell the home that me and your dad lived our whole lives in, that we raised you in. Had you just done that, I could still be in that home that I cherished so much. And you knew that I loved that home.
Well, if you manage your money right, then maybe you still would have the
Mr.
home.
Compost, shame on you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. And I need this for my promoting this.
And I need you to do better. How about that?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I need you to do.
Yes,
I need
Your
you to
Honor.
do right by your mother. I'm not here to counsel you or anything like that, but to hear that she had to sell the family home, that's kind of heartbreaking. That is. You can only imagine the memories that are gone, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I need you to do better. And until then, I need you to keep working so your mom can get this $656, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
All right, is there anything further,
No, ma'am.
Mrs. Compost? Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
The final ruling lands hard in the courtroom. The judge redirects the existing child support money to the grandmother and orders the father to begin paying additional support himself. By the end, the message is simple. A grandmother should never have to sacrifice everything just to cover responsibilities that belong to her own son.
Okay, Miss Allen, you're back. It looks like you brought someone with you. What's going on?
King. So he's my nephew's father,
Okay.
and I need help. You know, mom's paying child support. I feel it's only fair that dad pays child support for, you know, his child.
Okay. And you said for your nephew, if I remember correctly, there were 2 children, right?
Yes, he's just the father of the 4-year-old.
All right.
Yes.
All right. But you said he was around. I remember
He does,
you saying
and
that.
he even dropped off some school supplies. You know, he brought him a backpack, and he got him, you know, the scissors and Crayolas and stuff, but I mean, he didn't help with school clothes.
All right. Right. Have you ever asked him to help with school clothes or do anything more?
I mean, he knows school starts, you know,
So that's a no.
that's a no.
Okay. How do you know he knows that school started?
I mean, because the summer just ended and the school starts, and he knows his baby's gonna go to, you know, kinder. He knows that the baby's starting pre-K. So, you know, he brought school supplies. Why wouldn't he think to bring school clothes?
Well, that's true. That's true. You all have a decent relationship, though.
We do. And he's, you know, he's sometimey. He comes, you know, when he wants. I mean,
That was funny.
Just listening to her, that's it.
Okay. All right. I'll get to you in just a second, okay?
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Continue.
basically that's it, you know. My sister's not doing her part. He does some timey part, and, you know, it's just getting old.
Okay.
My nephew deserves more.
So at this point, you are wanting to place him on child support?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I don't know if, have you talked to him before today? Because I don't know if he knew this, because he has this look on his face and shaking his head. You haven't discussed this with him?
We haven't.
Yeah,
We haven't.
Where is this coming
I mean,
from?
not that you legally have to, you don't,
Well, okay,
but
he knows that mom is paying child support. He knows that my sister's paying me child support for her 2 kids. I think it's only fair he pay child support for 1 kid. He had to have known this was coming. You know, he knew that I had put my sister on child support.
okay.
I knew that.
I think you did.
You think I did?
I think you did.
Okay.
All right. All right. So is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him? Because it seems like he has a lot to say.
Let's hear what he's got to say.
Okay.
This case starts with Judge Vonda facing an aunt who says she's tired of carrying the load alone. The child's mother is already paying support, but now she wants the father held responsible too. He brought school supplies, but she says the real help is still missing.
Sir, is your last name King or your first name King?
First name's King.
First name is King. What's your last name?
Jackson.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, what's going on here?
You guys tell me. I don't know what's going on here.
You were unaware of the reason that you were coming to court today?
Yeah, I'm just here.
Okay, you got served with paperwork. Did you read it?
No.
So you just showed up without reading? You just came to court not knowing what was going on?
Well, I'm not gonna miss court.
Well, I can appreciate that. Thank you. You're about the first person that is come in here and recognize that you should come to court when you are ordered to come to court. But you didn't read the paperwork, so you're not aware of anything.
I'm in a blind about all this, and nothing was discussed or anything like that. Just prior to, sent you a text message here. I think I still got it.
You sent her a text message?
Yeah, we communicate. We communicate back and forth.
Okay.
So for her to say that I'm inconsistent, I don't know where she's getting that from.
Well, how would you describe, you going and seeing your son and everything like that?
Oh, I'm an amazing father, but of course, when you get in court, it's something totally different. So, yeah.
What do you mean by amazing father? Like, explain that to me.
How often do you come and pick up your son?
Excuse me, Miss Allen?
I'm sorry. My apologies.
And I know you know better. You've been here before.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Don't be sorry.
Thank you, Judge.
Just don't do it.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Now,
Thank you, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Jackson.
Yes.
You're welcome. Continue.
Being an amazing father, I go pick up my kids whenever I have the opportunity to. I do work at a bank here as a financial advisor.
All right.
So my schedule is not, it doesn't permit me to go pick them up like I would like to, but through our text message and everything like that, I'm able to communicate with her and go pick them up. As she said before, dropping them off, picking them up, taking them out to eat, buying school supplies.
Wait a minute, just so I'm clear. So she has custody of both of her sister's kids. Are you taking both of the kids? Or you?
No. Just
Okay.
mine.
You just taking your son?
Yes.
Okay, because you said kids, so I didn't know if this was this child or you had outside children.
No. Well, just this one.
Okay. Okay, I got you. I follow you.
Yeah,
And
so-
that matters, because if you're going to be put on child support, you will get credit for any of the children that you have. You said you work at a bank. How much money do you make?
Say about $60K a year.
Okay. All right. So you pick up your son, you take him places, you do things with him.
Yes,
Do you buy him clothes and everything like that for your home?
of course.
Okay.
The father enters the conversation confused, claiming he didn't even know why he was in court. But once questioned, he says he's an amazing dad who helps when he can. The judge listens closely as both sides describe two very different versions of his involvement.
As far as Aunt's home though, Miss Allen's home, you don't.
I can't speak for our household. I
Okay.
can only speak for my household and when I have them. So,
All right.
other than that, yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about knowing that you're here today to be placed on child support at her request?
I think it's a waste of time, honestly. I think we could have settled out of court for all this, but hey, you got to go through the process. So let's go through it.
Okay. Have you been giving her any financial assistance for your son up until now?
Yes,
All right. How have you been giving her financial assistance?
whenever she asks.
Okay. How frequent do you ask him?
I don't like to ask frequently because I feel like he knows his child has needs, wants even, and I don't have to pick up the phone and say, hey, your child's gonna eat today. Hey, look, I even brought my electricity bill, you know, like water,
This is
electricity, gas, $435 for electricity. I mean,
What does your bill have to do with my child?
your child lives in my home and
Okay.
uses this electricity, you know, watching TV or the enjoyment of the air conditioner, you know. I mean, it's just your child, you should pay.
Okay.
Financially.
Once again, you didn't answer the question. What
You're,
does your
you're
bill have to do with my child?
you don't, if you're not gonna sit your child, if you're not gonna take care of your child and have your child with you, well, then you can pay financially,
Okay.
right?
I
I
choose
think-
to have my child with me, but hey, you know how you guys do.
Oh,
What does that mean? You guys do. What does that mean?
I'm not gonna get into that.
Oh, okay. But I asked you to. So what does that mean?
Yes, Shauna. As I said before, I think that I'm an amazing dad. Her and her sister. How can I say it without being rude? They have certain ways about them.
I could kind of tell that from the last time that they were here.
They have certain ways about them. A little money hungry, if you want to say that. I'm gonna say that and not use the other term. But hey, teach his own. Teach his own.
Okay. And she said some things about the electricity bill and everything like that.
Correct.
Do you think that child support should be?
Money becomes the center of the fight. He says he helps whenever asked, but she says small payments here and there are not enough to raise a child. The tension grows when he accuses her of being money hungry instead of accepting the bigger responsibility.
No, child
Determine
support
or
is for the
spent
child.
on those expenses?
No, child support is for the child. Me paying your bills. You have another child there. You probably have other dudes there. That's not my responsibility. So
Do you think she was asking you to pay those bills?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. She need help.
Miss Allen, were you asking him to pay those bills, or what
no,
exactly
Judge, I
was?
want him to just get the knowledge that, you know, your child lives in a household. You are not contributing to that household, so therefore you contribute financially to your child. So so that your child is taken care of.
Okay.
You know, so that when school comes, there's school clothes and there's backpacks and new shoes and you know.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, I think I understand where both of you are coming from. You know, it's just ironic that, not that you have to have an agreement outside of court, right? That's not a requirement or anything like that. But considering that you all seem to have somewhat of a decent relationship, I just would think this would be a conversation that you all had first to try to see what you can work out. But I mean, nonetheless, we are here today. Do you have access to health insurance?
I do.
All right. Do you know how much it'll cost you to put your son on health insurance?
I don't have an exact number, but I'm pretty sure anywhere between $300 $400
Okay.
a month.
All right. Is it possible that it could be cheaper than $300?
Once again, I'm not sure. I have to go through and find out there, but pretty standard there. I believe it's about $300 $400. I think it might be cheaper, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Jackson, this is what we are going to do. We are going to place you on child support today. I mean, at the end of the day, the law is the law. You do have a responsibility to financially support your child, any children that you may have. Your child is living with his aunt. She should receive some sort of financial support in caring for your son, just like the mother does. All right? You understand what I'm saying? So it's not to punish you or anything like that, but she is entitled to receive some sort of support for taking care of your child. All right? Now, child support is, go ahead.
So all the cash apps and everything that I have here and all the text messages and everything, that means nothing, correct?
No, you haven't told me that.
The judge makes it clear that child support is not about paying the aunt's bills. But because his son lives in that home, support still matters. The father tries pointing to Cash App payments and texts, but the numbers don't match the weight of raising a child every day.
You haven't told me. I mean, I asked, how much have you been giving her?
Like I said, whenever she asks,
But what does that mean? Like, numerically, how does that look?
What, an extra $250 to $500?
A month?
Yeah, say that.
Okay, and the last time you were here, I believe you said your nephew had been with you, let me see, I have my notes here, 9 months at the time.
250, there's no way. 250 to 500, there's no way.
Okay.
He'll send like $20 here, $30 here, $40. I've never received a payment more than $50 ever.
Never?
So is it possible
Sure?
that, excuse me.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm
me.
sure.
I'll let you
Okay.
guys talk the first time. Now I'm talking. So is it possible that the $250 to $500 is a total based on sending smaller amounts? Is that possible?
Sure.
Because she's saying she hasn't received that in a month.
And like I said, my electricity bill was $430
Once
a
again,
month.
that's not my responsibility.
It's not, but your child lives in my home.
Okay, you keep talking about your bills. You need to
Okay,
focus
well,
on
let
my
me
child,
just clear
okay?
this up. The bills don't matter, okay? I mean, I get what you're saying. I
Yes.
understand. The child lives there. There
It was
are
just,
things that
you know.
you have to pay for. I get it.
I was just saying.
His child support is not going to be paid based on your electricity
Absolutely.
bill, your gas bill, any of those
But he
bills
wants
that
to
you brought
sit
today.
here and say $250 to $500. That's probably been in a year. And what I was just trying to
Come on
say
now.
is, come on, come on. $500
Come on
in a
now.
year, that's
Come
not
on now.
much.
Well, she did ask for back child support too, so that's the reason that I asked what it was that you had paid her.
You can take $500 off. Fine.
$500 off the back pay?
Yeah. I'll
Okay,
give him
now
that.
you do understand that back pay starts
give
from the day that you filed, right? She hasn't filed, it's been fairly recent since she filed. So taking $500 off, that'll probably put you around $2,000 in back pay. And you can pay that back at $100 a month, okay? So this is what we're gonna do. What I'll do is give you credit. I can give you $200 credit for health insurance. Now, if your health insurance ends up being more than that, I can't just say, okay, I'll give you credit for $300 or even more than that without seeing what the actual health insurance premium is going to look like for your son only. So I give you credit for $200, okay?
As the judge breaks down the math, the excuses lose power. She gives him credit for health insurance and past payments, but the final calculation still stands. Based on his income, his monthly obligation becomes real, official, and unavoidable.
Okay.
All right, so if I do that with your gross, that brings your gross to $4,800, which means your net is $3,979.47. And you said you have one child, correct?
Have one, expecting one.
Okay, so you have one child that's already here.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that is $3,979.47. That's 20%, $795.89. We'll round it up to $796. Plus $100 a month for the back pay that you owe. That makes your monthly child support obligation $896 a month. All right.
Thank you, Your
That's
Honor.
ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Do you all? I mean,
And
it's
my
based on
nephew's
a number.
gonna thank you too. My
Is-
nephew thanks you too.
Okay,
And he'll
that's
thank
great.
you too.
No, your bills, thank you. That's what it is.
Okay, the two of you
Whatever.
hush. Thanks. All right, so as I stated, it's not a punishment or anything like that. It is strictly based on what your income is. Now, if you guys can work together and you decide you want to do something different, you get an agreement or something like that, I would happily entertain it. But until then, this is where we're at today. All right? Do you have any questions, Mr. Jackson?
I bet he don't. my
Money hungry, like I said. No, I'm good. I mean, I got other priorities right now, so
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for showing up for court, at
most
least.
definitely.
other
Thank you.
priorities than his son.
Miss
Other
Allen,
priorities
your
other than
only
his son.
That's not your
priority,
business.
you have two
You want your bills
priorities.
paid,
The
right?
first priority is for you to make the request as you did, and the second one is to hush.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right?
You're
Anything
up.
further?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The ruling lands at $896 a month, including back pay. He calls it ridiculous, but the judge reminds him this is not punishment. It's responsibility. In the end, the message is simple. If your child lives somewhere, your support needs to show up there too.
Okay? Miss Miller, is it Miss or Mrs.?
Mrs.
Mrs. Miller, you brought this case before the court. What is going on?
This is my
Future
son's
daughter-in-law.
baby mama.
Okay.
Future daughter-in-law.
And Tracy. So Tracy leaves the kids with me and didn't come back to check on the kids, haven't done anything, just dropped them off and took off and expects me to take care of the children with no money. She doesn't drop food off, she didn't leave any clothes, she didn't do anything. Tracy says she works all the time. That's what she tells me.
Okay.
That's where she is. So she hasn't done anything with the kids.
Okay.
And they're small kids. They're 3 and 4. I'm trying to deal with a 3 and 4-year-old while she runs around and does whatever Tracy decides she wants to do.
Okay. Is her name Tracy?
Yes, Tracy. Tracy, I guess is what it is.
It's Tracy, Judge.
Okay.
It's not that hard. It's just Tracy.
Oh, okay.
So special. She's very special.
According to your son, I am.
Okay. Tracy,
just
what-
has bad
what's your
taste in
last
women.
name?
My name is Tracy Smith, Judge.
Smith. Okay.
Yes, and I'm prepared. I've watched your court hearings on Zoom and the other
Kiss it
courts.
up. Are you really
So I'm-
kiss it up?
Excuse me. There is nothing wrong with watching hearings on Zoom. That's not kissing up.
It just sounds like a kiss up to me.
No. Well,
that would be Tracy. That would be her.
Okay, Mrs. Miller, we're going to be nice and
Yes,
respectful.
I apologize,
It's not
Your Honor.
kissing up if she is watching court on Zoom. That's why we live
Yeah,
stream, so
yeah.
you can watch it. And a lot of people watch it to get prepared. I see you have your notes there.
Yes,
I
yes,
see that she has notes there. That's okay.
Yeah, it is okay, but I would watch it if I wasn't watching kids and kid shows, but that's because I got kids. But
Your Honor, I don't know
understand.
why
I
she's so
understand.
mean to me.
Oh,
Like,
here
I
go the
don't
tears.
understand.
Here go the tears.
Okay,
Here go the tears.
hold on. Miss Smith, I'll get over to you in just a moment. Okay, now, Mrs. Miller,
Yes.
You said she dropped the kids off and go do, how do you know the things that she do?
She claims she's working, but she claims she has no money. I'm trying to figure out how that works. How do you work but have no money for your children? I mean, I'm confused because I don't understand it.
Judge Vonda enters a tense courtroom as a grandmother accuses her future daughter-in-law of leaving 2 young children behind for months. She says the kids were dropped off with no real support, while the mother disappeared to focus on herself and work.
How long have the children been with you?
6 months.
6 months. And who dropped them off to you?
She did.
Okay.
Tracy did.
I'm assuming the two of you don't get along.
She's not my favorite person. No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's really not. She's really not.
I mean, well, why is that?
I just
curious.
Because she lies. She's not taking care of her children. She tricked my son into having children with her.
I did not trick your son into my bed. I didn't trick your son into my bed. He got there voluntarily.
She kind of got a
That's
point
what
there.
you offered.
And very happily, might I
That's what
add.
you offered. So he got in the bed.
Okay, so how do you know their relationship?
My son tells me things.
Right. You
then-
only get it, hear me out, you're only getting information from your son. And I'm not saying that your son is not being truthful, but that's just one side of it. It's always another side.
I see stuff.
And it seems like you're very passionate about your grandchildren.
Yes, I am.
So you should at least pretend to get along with their mother. I mean, she did drop the kids off to you, so she must trust you, right?
I don't say anything bad about her.
Wait a minute. She did trust you enough to drop the children off to you, right?
Or she had no one else. But
Okay, but even still, with having no one else, she could have put the kids with somebody that she really didn't know.
Not my grandchildren, she
That's
wasn't.
my point. She trusted you enough to bring them to you.
Good point. Good point. Point
Okay.
taken. Point
Now,
taken.
isn't it fair to
It's probably
say
my son's idea.
part of your son's idea to do what?
Drop the children off to me. She probably didn't think about it.
Okay, is that a bad thing?
No, it's a good thing. I'm just saying she probably didn't contribute to that. It was probably his decision. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not following.
She probably
what's
would have
the
just
issue.
left him with anybody.
Your Honor, I'm
He
going to
probably-
object. I object, Your
What
Honor.
you objected for?
Okay,
You ain't
okay,
no attorney. How you objected?
Wait, she has the right to object. Both of you can object.
Oh,
you
I didn't know
represent
that.
yourself.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm listening.
Now, what
so
is
I
your
can
objection?
object.
That's not true.
Okay, what is your legal objection?
That it's not true.
All right, so that's not a legal objection.
Not an attorney.
So it doesn't matter. She watches court on Zoom, so she is learning how to represent herself.
Right, right.
Let's not knock anyone for
That's
trying
true.
to represent themselves.
That's true.
not a legal objection, unfortunately. So I'm going to allow her to keep speaking, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now, Mrs. Miller, is there anything else you want me to know? Well, before I go there, let me ask you a question. Did you all communicate at all about why the children were being dropped off to you?
The argument quickly turns personal. The grandmother paints the mother as irresponsible, while the mother pushes back and says she's being unfairly judged. The judge realizes this family has far deeper issues than child support alone.
My son is in the military.
Okay,
So Tracy, should be taking care of the children.
okay.
But she got this new career that she has to worry about. So
That's a good thing, right?
If it keeps you away from your children, no.
Okay.
No.
And you said 6 months they've been with you.
6 months.
Was there a discussion about it being a temporary thing, or was it just permanent?
Temporary.
You told me it was going to be temporary.
I told your son it was going to be temporary.
You didn't tell me it was going to be temporary when you dropped them off.
Okay, so I see kind of what's going on here. Sounds like a lot of miscommunication. You're communicating with your son directly about the things that she and your son discussed, but your son is not really relaying it to you as though he spoke to her about it. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like, but my son wouldn't lie. He wouldn't make up things.
He wouldn't lie, but you would.
Okay, wait a minute. So you said your son wouldn't lie. Did he tell you?
Did she just call me a liar, though? Did you just call me a liar, girl?
I don't think she said that. I didn't hear that word.
It better not have been that word.
Yeah, I don't think she said that word.
Gift for rewriting reality.
Miss Smith, we will get to you shortly.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. Okay?
I should know that by now. I watch your court all the time. I won't do it again.
Just
Okay,
better watch
thank
them
you.
YouTubes a little closer next time.
Okay, that was not
I'm
nice.
sorry, you said be nice.
Miss Miller.
I apologize.
You do not have to act like that, okay?
I don't. I
Now,
apologize.
when we first started talking, you said she was your son's baby mama, and I believe she said they were engaged or fiance or something.
Nah, they ain't.
So couldn't it be that your son doesn't tell you everything?
She got a ring on.
I mean, I
then
thought I heard her say that.
So you got money to buy a ring.
No,
but
your
you ain't got the
son.
money for the kids.
Your son bought
But you
me
took
a
the ring. You should have said, no, give my mama the money give your mother the money for the babies.
Is it my
Okay.
No, but you put the ring on so you can
Mrs.
flash
Miller.
it. Flash
Mrs.
it.
Miller.
Flash
Mrs.
it
Miller.
again. Flash it again, girl.
Mrs. Miller, it's a beautiful ring. Now, is there anything
Sure
else
is.
you
Looks
want
like
me
it
to
costs a
know?
little money too, though.
And it sounds like that's a conversation you need to have with your son on another day. Is there anything else
There's
you
no
want me
proof
to
that
know?
he paid for that, though.
Is there anything else you want me
No,
to know?
Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, so I can move over to
Yes,
Miss
Your
Smith
Honor.
then.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Miss Smith, it is your turn. What do you want me to know?
Your Honor, she absolutely has not had my kids consistently for 6 months.
Okay, how long have Miss Miller?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
Ms.
just making
Miller?
notes on what she was saying. I apologize.
Yes, you can quietly
I
make notes.
apologize.
Quietly.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So her son and I are very much so in love, and he just recently joined the military.
I'm sorry. I should have had some water before I sit down. I apologize.
The case shifts once military deployment becomes part of the story. The father is overseas, and both sides start blaming each other over what was supposed to happen with the children while he was gone. Miscommunication begins taking over the courtroom.
He recently joined the military and he's deployed right now. He's probably gonna flip out when he finds out what his mom has done by bringing me to child support court.
So he doesn't know that.
No, he doesn't know yet.
Oh.
Well, he doesn't know. I haven't been able to talk to him yet because he's on deployment. So unless she told him, my understanding is he doesn't know. I just got these papers handed to me like maybe 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago.
To be here.
Yes, and I've emailed him, but I haven't got a response yet. He has limited access right now while he's overseas.
Okay, so it is indeed a fact that you dropped the children off to grandmother 6 months ago.
Yes, so the court knows I'm a influencer, and I hate saying that because I'm still growing right now. I'm in
Okay.
the growing stage. And so I do like travel blogs and things like that, which require me to travel.
Object, question. Which one can I do
excuse
the
me.
question? What she said. What's an influencer? What is?
So
what's
what
this
is your
Tracy
legal
doing
what is
now?
your legal objection?
The legal objection is that she's lying.
That's not a legal objection. And there will be
Falsifying information. Falsifying information. What's
Okay.
an influencer? What's that she says she does?
okay,
So that's false.
all right, that's not a legal objection either. So I'm going to allow her to finish because then maybe you can hear what an influencer is.
Okay.
All right.
That works.
All right. Continue.
I don't get paid a lot. Mostly they just kind of cop the expenses and stuff while I'm growing my channel. Before he deployed about 7 months ago, and he did not want me to give up my growing career. I'm starting to get a lot of traction on social media, and so he told me that he talked to his mom and agreed that she would take care of the kids while I have to travel. And I don't travel for like a month at a time. I'm gone maybe 5 days to 7 days, and I'm back 2 or 3, and I get my kids. And then if I have to travel again, I leave them with her. You know, I don't have my mom. And so when I got in this relationship, I wanted to have a good relationship with her, and I don't know why she's so mean to me. Like, I have beautiful children with her son, and I'm a good person. And so if she doesn't want to take care of them or help me anymore, I can give up being a influencer.
And get a
I'll
real
keep my
job.
kids.
And excuse me.
Now the mother explains that she's building a travel content career while trying to keep her family together. She says the arrangement was temporary and claims the grandmother agreed to help while her fiancé served overseas.
Influencing. When you say influencing, you're talking about social media, content creator, that kind of stuff?
Yes, and my specific niche is travel videos. And, you know, they're young right now. I hope when they're older, you know, my fiance and I plan to integrate the kids and do like family trips and show how to travel on a budget. Like, we have a plan marked out for it, but his deployment right now, you know, he's gonna get out of the military when his term is up this time. He's not re-enlisting.
Okay.
So if she's not willing to help us, like, you know, my fiance said, I'll take them back, but she doesn't talk to me. And I send them with food and groceries when I have to travel. It's not like You know,
Rice Krispie treats. That ain't no
not to
food.
mention my fiance. When he's here, we live together. We're happily together. My fiance pays. She's on our phone plan. My fiance pays like some of the bills at the house and stuff. So while it's not maybe coming from me directly, it's from our household.
Okay, I
Because
understand.
we're getting married. When he gets permission for leave, we're going to be married. Whether she likes it or not, whether she's there or not, we're going to be married.
Okay. I see what's going on here. It sounds like a lot of miscommunication going on, not only between she and her fiance, well, not necessarily between the two of them. I believe that based on what she just said, they knew what they were doing, but your son is not communicating with you, and the two of you aren't communicating with each other.
But Your Honor, she says that he was doing the paying part of the bills. He's always paid part of my bills. That was before the children came. So for
Okay.
her to say he's paying the bills for the children, he's not paying those bills for the children. He's always taking care of his mother.
I don't think that's what she meant by that. I don't believe that's what she meant. And
Your
in
Honor,
order
you
for
just don't know Tracy. You just don't.
Well, it sounds like you don't know a whole lot about
You just don't.
their relationship. You didn't even know that this is about to be your daughter-in-law.
Hi, Mom.
Girl, don't say that to me no more. Now, I had a nice girl picked out for him to live down the street. Keisha was sweet. He went to school with her. He
Keisha's
could have had a
missing a
nice girl and stuff. And then he went and got this girl right here because she did things with him that little Keisha wasn't going to do.
As emotions rise, the courtroom becomes less about money and more about resentment. The grandmother questions the mother's priorities, while the mother believes she's being attacked simply because of who she is and the life she chose.
But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to slander her. But I do
it's
want to say
very
that
irrelevant.
Miss Influencer should be able to pay for her children that live with me. She brings like Rice Krispie treats and cookies and
what
that
my
ain't no
kids like.
food. They need noodles. I don't know how to cook noodles.
I have one question. When she dropped these children off to you, did she say that she was never coming back to pick them up? Or did she say that this was a temporary situation?
She said, I am pursuing a career that requires me to travel a little.
Okay.
So I need you to watch the children while I do that. Well, of course, they're my son's children. Of course,
Right.
I'm going to watch the children. But no, she did not say that it was going to be this long and she was going to be gone.
Did your son tell you it was temporary?
Well, I don't like to bother him, with some of this stuff.
That wasn't my question. Did your son tell you that this was a temporary situation while they were, trying to sort things out with military and
Yeah,
a
he
job?
said why she started her little career.
Okay, so
That you need to watch, I was going to have the kids.
so you agreed, and I believe there is.
But 6 months?
Do y'all have anything you want me to look at? Because I see that you have documents over here. I see that you have. Looks like you just
No, I
have
just
notes.
have my notes, Your Honor.
I have the email that my husband, my almost husband, sent to his mom.
Could you stop saying that? And you have his
should
email
get
address,
used to
don't you?
it.
Don't you check his email? So you probably sent that email.
But how do you know?
Thank you.
Because that's the kind of person she is.
Come on,
And
Mrs.
so
Miller.
The email
Thank
states
you.
like if she could watch them while I travel, and you haven't heard her deny. I get them when I come back. It's never for longer than 5, maybe 7 days at a time. And if she wants
How
to
much money
Ma'am,
have you
please,
given
what?
toward this? See how she talks? See, there's the real her. There's the real her coming out right now.
No,
Go ahead.
no,
Don't
no,
stop
no.
that crying. Just
No,
keep
no.
going like
Hold
that.
Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. You keep interrupting her. You keep interrupting
That's
her.
'cause she be lying.
She did it to you too. So I can't just say that you're 100% at fault. You both are doing it. I don't see how y'all are going to be able to work together with these children if you can't even get a word in. Now, in this email,
See, she interrupted me.
it is very clear what the intentions were. It is very clear that this was a temporary situation and you agree to help them.
She wrote that email. I agreed to keep my grandchildren because I didn't want anybody else to
That's
have
what
them.
the email says.
I agreed. I did agree.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
Mrs. Miller, I don't like to tell people what their intentions are, but it does not seem like you did anything here today other than to come and waste my time, because you should not have filed a child support situation on her. You should not. It's
She's
very
the mother.
clear. It is very clear that this arrangement was for you to help not only her, but to help your son as well.
Everything changes after the judge reviews the email evidence. The messages clearly show the grandmother knew this arrangement was temporary and agreed to help with the children while the father was deployed.
And then, if it's true what she also said, that she hasn't been able to communicate with her husband, he doesn't even know that you did this. I'm sorry, your son, her fiance, he doesn't even know that you did this. You think he's gonna be impressed to know that his mother did that to his fiance?
He'll understand.
No, that's not funny. This is not a joking matter. This is serious. Things like this is what makes it hard for families. Child support is hard enough on anybody. But to file it simply because you don't like the other person, that's just mean.
Well, also she has money. She's not paying. She doesn't give anything. She running around talking about doing the job.
What is it? Wait 1 second. Wait 1 second. Miss Smith, what was the agreement, if any, for financial support of these children while your husband was on deployment and you were traveling for work?
My fiance continues to pay some of the bills, like her phone bill, and I think he pays the internet and gives her money when he's there. But
Always done that.
I also drop off groceries for the days when she does watch them. But I want to let the court know, if she wants to completely destroy her relationship with her son and with my children.
What happens with me and my son?
My children, I will pick them up and they will not be going back to her house. And this is why I can't.
Well, I don't want you to do that.
Object to a threat. Can I object to a threat?
Well, she didn't actually threaten you.
She said she's gonna take the kids and not let me see them anymore.
And that's not a legal objection.
Oh, well,
and I mean, you know, I would never recommend anybody to stop children from seeing the other parts of their family.
Right.
However,
right.
You're gonna have to play fair. You're going to have to play fair. If there was, according to this email, there's nothing in here that said any exchange of financial anything for the children from her to you.
And that's why I filed for child support.
Why won't you just give me a chance? Like, I'm a good person.
Yo, that is a good question.
Loves me.
Miss Smith, let me ask the question, but I'm gonna piggyback off what she said. Why? Just give her a chance. It sounds like she really loves your son, and it sounds like her son really loves her too. So y'all should be working together as a family at this point.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Especially with him not being here. This is a really good opportunity for you, the two of you, to get to know each other.
But she's never here. She's traveling with that little new job.
Call her and you all sit down and have a conversation. Get to know each other. This is not the place to do it. This is where bitterness, bitter feelings, all of those things come into place. This is not the court. This is not the court. This is not the place to be doing these types of things. All right? I'm going to deny your request and I'm going to dismiss this case because you do not have a reason to ask for child support. It's very clear from this email that you knew what the situation was and you agreed to help them. And you're getting financial support from it. It's just not what you're looking for, but that was the agreement, to continue paying the bills and everything like that.
I won't be dropping them off on Monday, so.
You ain't gonna have that already there. You probably not coming.
No, hold on. Yes, you are, because y'all are gonna do what? Y'all gonna go have a conversation.
Did you hear her? We're gonna have a conversation.
Yes, y'all are gonna have a conversation.
You're gonna have to play nice, not just in front of the judge.
And you are too. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything further?
No, Your Honor. Can we order counseling? Is that an option?
Girl, please.
Well, I can't necessarily order counseling because
because I can't talk to her. Look how she reacts.
Here's the deal. I cannot order that. That is not what we do in child support court, but I would highly recommend and encourage it. And it can be done. And I have faith in the both of you. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The judge ultimately dismisses the case and says the courtroom is not the place for family bitterness. In the end, the real lesson becomes clear. When communication breaks down inside a family, everybody loses, especially the children.